Tom was a night shift security guard at an old, abandoned mental hospital that had been shuttered for decades. The sprawling Gothic building loomed at the edge of town, a relic of a time when it had been a bustling asylum. Now it stood silent, its broken windows and overgrown grounds casting eerie shadows in the moonlight. Tom's job was simple: patrol the grounds, monitor the security cameras, and ensure nothing unusual happened. On this particular night, as Tom made his rounds, the hospital's darkness seemed thicker than usual. The air was heavy, and every creak of the floorboards echoed ominously through the empty corridors. The old intercom system crackled to life intermittently. Tom had grown accustomed to its random bursts of static and disembodied whisper. At around 3 a.m., Tom noticed something unusual on the security monitor. One of the cameras in the East Wing, which had been inactive for years, now showed a flickering image of a dimly lit room. The room was empty, save for an old dusty telephone sitting on a table. As Tom watched, the phone's receiver lifted slowly, and then he heard the soft, eerie sound of it being placed back down. Frowned, heartbeat quickening. There was no power in that part of the building, and the phone hadn't been functional in decades. Curiosity and fear waged a battle within him. He decided to investigate. The old hospital was colder in the East Wing, and Tom's flashlight beam barely cut through the thick darkness. He approached the room with the phone, his steps echoing in the oppressive silence. When Tom reached the room, Bone was now off the hook, and the line was eerily silent. Picked up the receiver and heard a faint, crackling voice on the other end. "Help us." The voice was filled with anguish, and Tom could barely make out the words through the static. Suddenly, the phone line went dead, and the room's temperature plummeted. A chill ran down Tom's spine as he noticed shadowy figures moving in the corners of his vision. The walls seemed to close in, and the room's atmosphere grew dense with a malevolent presence. Tom turned to leave. The door slammed shut with a deafening bang. Panic surged through him. The shadowy figures grew more defined, their faces twisted in expressions of terror and pain. They seemed to reach out toward Tom, their ghostly hands extending from the walls. Desperate, Tom smashed a window and climbed out, escaping into the night. As he looked back, old hospital's windows were dark again, the shadows gone. He never returned to the building, and the old intercom system fell silent once more. To this day, Tom is haunted by the memory of the anguished voices and the ghostly figures. He never spoke of it publicly, but the abandoned hospital remains a chilling mystery, a place where the past's horrors are said to linger, waiting for the next unfortunate soul. Answer the last call.